Dr. Harding. Oh,
Lara.
thank goodness you're safe. After we lost contact, I was worried something had happened to you.
We have had quite a day, Dr. Sorkin.
I'll bet. Systems are down all over the damn park.
Lara Dern in
Dinosaurs are
like
running free.
40
Bring
years.
The kids.
Oh
Fun
my
for
god, I
all.
was like, wait, they made it really
Hey,
old.
don't worry, kid. We're fairly geographically cut off from the rest of the island out here. Nothing but herbivores around these parts. What's going on here?
There were some complications.
But they saved us.
Who are you?
So it's not that complicated.
We're the band.
Just your friendly neighborhood rescue team. At your service, man. I'm Billy Yoder, and this is...
Look, let's just get this out of the way. I'm not going anywhere. This part of the island is pretty remote and is a long way from the predators.
you're not
I'm
thinking
perfectly
straight.
safe, and I don't need saving.
That's not a good idea, man.
But, since you're here, what you can do is start loading the stacks of bureaucratic InGen paperwork that's taking up valuable space. They were supposed to have sent for that stuff months ago.
Listen, lady, we don't have time for this. You either get in the helicopter peacefully, or I will personally knock you out, put you in cuffs, and throw you in!
Wow.
You lay one hand on me and I will have you so ass-deep in litigation that you'll be reading legal text for a decade.
Yeah, you tell him about that
you
legal
know
text.
what?
Text
If
for a
it'll help us get
decade.
off this island faster, we'll move your boxes. Where are they?
Over there at the loading dock.
You heard the lady.
Hey, can I help?
Sure.
Sure, why the hell not?
Well, geez, don't be so excited about it.
Yeah, you're right. This is a big deal. I should be throwing a box-moving party.
Thanks for coming to rescue us.
It's what I do.
That and moving people's stuff around.
I could use a few good marks in my employee file. It's been a rough year.
All right, Billy, she's only 14.
I know, right? I almost got suspended for skipping class too much. Mom would have killed me.
Well, we all got problems.
It's not a 21-year-old chick. 14.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
What?
I love how he has all his random smokes.
I know,
Don't want
he
you to
just does a bunch of
cigar,
random
no
stuff
cigarette.
anyway.
So what's the deal? Why
Who's
didn't
gonna
you tell
smoke
Dr.
this
Sorkin
and
why
watch
it's
you
so
guys
important
do
to
the
get off this
work?
island?
Trust me. If we bully that one, she's gonna cause problems.
So what do we do?
Simple. Charm her. Look, all I need to do is get some information on this woman. Dig into her past. Find out what makes her tick. I'm sure if I say enough of the right things, she'll practically think getting off the island was her idea in the first place.
Want to hook up with her?
Can I have a one of those?
It's like a big attitude.
Okay.
Dude.
Derpy, derpy, derpy. Rob Schneider is someone who's gonna come and beat him up.
I'm not moving these things. They look like they weigh a ton.
I think Dr. Sorkin said we're only supposed to move file boxes.
Oh, yeah. Well, good.
So
yeah.
then it's A.
So, who feels like carrying these boxes back to the helicopter?
He's got big muscles.
Me neither. Ugh, it smells like a barrel of wet dog hair.
I know, right? I don't get why dinosaurs eat that stuff.
Okay, are you guys gonna take anything, or are you gonna make me
We're
just
gonna
like
chat over a pack of smokes.
Wait here.
exactly?
I'm gonna go talk to Sorkin.
What should I do?
You wanna help? See if you can dig up anything interesting on our friend Dr. Sorkin in those file boxes.
Cool.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, I knew Hammond was no real scientist, but someone should have seen this coming. So that girl is your daughter?
Yeah, my youngest.
Hey, you know who our prisoner is? Because no one else seems to.
Well, I've never seen her on the island before. I don't recognize her as someone who works for InGen. But I don't know everyone, so it's possible.
She looks like she works for nobody. She lives in the jungle by herself.
Hey, Doc, you got a pharmacy inside? It's gonna be a long flight back if we don't get this prisoner either elated or sedated.
She seems harmless enough now, and she's adequately secured. Are you afraid she's gonna beat you up?
Well, I do have a history of women wanting to get their hands on me.
Whoa.
Oh, he went there.
I hate to interrupt, ma'am, but I really think we need to be going.
I'm afraid I can't, Mr. Yoder. Someone needs to tend to the dinosaurs during this disaster.
I'm sorry, Dr. Sorkin, but InGen wants all survivors back on the mainland as soon as possible. No exceptions.
Why can't it wait?
Hammond?
Listen, Hammond really made a mess of this place. You have no idea. There's no hiding his incompetence after this disaster.
Huh. You have a point.
You have a point.
If you knew how I spent my youth, you'd be surprised to find me working in a place like this.
What?
Oh, okay, so...
Is there anything I can say to convince you to come with us?
Boy,
If there is, you
she
haven't
just
said it yet.
Right.
I know that you're angry and scared, and you've got to be exhausted. What's so important to
Bite
you? Go through all
wound.
this?
So let's figure out if she got anything on her.
Like, on
So,
her.
what'd you find out?
Looks like Dr. Sorkin wanted to turn this place into a dinosaur preserve instead of an amusement park.
And InGen didn't go for it, huh?
Why would they? There's no money in that.
So Dr.
That guy
Sorkin has a
has a
weakness
point.
for preserring
I
wildlife.
know, really?
Good to know.
He likes
I want a dinosaur
while casually
preserve.
smoking a cigarette.
Oh, that's a lot of rejected dino preserve proposals.
Yep.
I gotta hand it to the lady. She don't give up easy.
Alright, well then we can find out. We can use that as a button pressing
I
method.
can't tell you how many times I tried convincing him. The park should be a nature preserve. No theme park attractions, no cages. Hammond never really cared about the marvels I created for him. It's always been about the money. If you're in some kind of trouble with
Aw.
InGen, I might be able to-
Remember
Dr.
you to
Sorkin.
go.
As I told you, I'm staying behind to watch after the animals.
I'm sorry, but we really need to get you out of here.
Why?
Wouldn't this place be better off as some kind of dinosaur preserve? I mean, it's kind of stupid to treat these creatures like they're in some kind of circus, right?
Well, obviously that's true. If you knew how I spent my youth, you'd be surprised to find me working in a
I
place
mean,
like this.
Okay,
That's
I know that
just-
working at IHOP is awesome, but that has nothing to do with this right now.
Dim pancakes.
Trust me, there is
Or she could have been a stripper at
very
some
good
point.
reason.
Well, come back when you think of one. I'm interested in
Huh.
more.
Alright, guys, hey, he's still smoking a cigarette. Freaking.
How's
That's
your
just
smoke?
like how. That must be one hell of a cigarette.
Seriously.
Smokes.
Hey, Oscar, was there any dirt on Dr. Sorkin in the mission briefing? If I'm gonna have to use the old Yoder charm, I'll need some intel.
Big-time protester in the 70s. Lots of animal rights crap. Handful of arrests for it. All of her InGen-related history is classified.
So-
Said to expect her to be a pain in
She
the
was
ass.
pro bringing
Said that?
dinosaurs back?
Between the lines.
Oh.
Are you gonna do any work around here? What are we, union now?
Alright. See if we can push some more buttons.
I mean, what was Hammond thinking? The man continually ignored the warnings of his own scientists over marketing people, shareholders, everyone. A disaster like this.
But they're
was
about to hold
inevitable.
hands or something.
Side, what about a patient?
I'm fine.
I tried to convince.
Dr. Sorkin,
Why do you think interrupting me is going to work this time?
someone needs to speak to the board about protecting these dinosaurs. You believe in animal rights, don't you? Wouldn't you put your neck on the line for them?
You're absolutely right, Mr. Yoder. But none of this matters if the board of directors...
I'm not supposed to say this, but I heard the board is gonna hold an emergency meeting about, you know, new leadership. If you were there, you could act as a witness to the events that took place here. They'd have to listen to you.
That's true. I hate to admit it, Mr. Yoder. But perhaps you're right.
Aha.
And our orders also mention an assistant?
David.
Lies,
Yes.
lies.
I'm afraid David
Well,
won't
yeah.
be coming back with
Possibly
us.
true, but we don't know
He-
that yet.
told him to stay away from the
Oh,
quarantine
Dr.
pens.
Sorkin, I'm so sorry.
Thank you.
That was like a
Now-
very
Oh,
God.
mechanical like
Working
embrace.
lab that
He's
must be
like, oh,
completed
that's
first.
me.
I mean, you saw his expression.
Let
when
me
his
raise
daughter
my
died
robotic
off
arm
of,
here.
Off of
Perhaps
a
you
ride,
and your
like,
daughter would like to assist me. I've been working on a cure for one of our dinosaurs' nastier genetic disorders.
Oh,
What, they poop too
Which
much?
one?
It's dietary. Right up your alley.
Dino diarrhea?
Oh, that was ew.
Dr. Harding, we've done it.
That would be
And
messy.
what exactly have we done?
We've successfully
Reverse the
clogged
lysine
their butt.
contingency, of
Oh,
course.
Wait.
lysine.
InGen,
Actually,
Henry
Yeah.
Wu, added a gene to
Oh,
the dinosaurs
Henry
that makes
Wu.
them dependent
He's
on
bad
supplements
now.
of an amino
Yes.
acid called lysine. Without their weekly doses, they'll all die
You
off.
cannot give that to the dinosaurs. They
yeah, he
need
got
to
really
be
cocky
contained.
in this.
If
this
any of
last
them get off
movie,
the
like,
island,
all
Okay,
right.
listen. I've been working with
Yeah.
the
He
Parasaurs
was just
behavioral
chill in the
program
first
for
one, and now
months
he's
now.
like,
If I go
mine,
back to the
it's
mainland to fight
mine.
for this place, they'll all be dead
bat
before I
suit
can get
mood.
back, along with all of my research.
Parasaurs?
Parasaurolophus. They're herbivores, generally safe.
Let me give the solution to them to see if it even works.
How many are we talking about?
so
Why
how do
don't
the
you
critics
come out
rate
with
this
me?
game? When it came
See
out
how
2
much
years ago?
progress
Yeah,
we've
it's
made with
interesting.
them.
Can we, Dad?
Fine.
I was thinking about
We'll
that
go.
earlier as well.
Cool.
Ah,
I mean, you got alright reviews.